Hey guys, it's been so long since I posted my previous YouTube video, but after a few years I'm finally back because I suddenly got the interest to film my videos back again. So as you guys can see from the thumbnail and the title, I am going to be ranking romance book tropes, and there are a lot of great tropes and I'm going to rank them all. So it literally took me more than an hour to prepare the boards, to type in and get this set up already. So I would really appreciate it if you guys would subscribe and like. But anyways, I got this video inspirations from Steph Bohr and Sarah Corley. They are like my favorite YouTubers. So I am going to rank. So before we get on to this video, make sure you guys are subscribed, give this video a like, and let's get started. Okay, so I have moved to a more comfortable spot, which is my bed. But anyways, here you guys can see in the screen, I have did my own board. I have like 26 tropes. You guys can see them all in here. I did them all by myself and it took me literally an hour. But anyways, so I have the first board in here which says would read for the rest of my life, meaning I will search this trope in every single book that I read. Like I will search for this trope if I love it so much. Then I'm so in love, meaning that I love this trope but I wouldn't go out of my way to search this trope in every single book that I read. And then I could adapt, meaning it's self-explanatory actually. It means though the trope, I could adapt to the trope. I might not like it. It's neutral, basically that. And then partial slay, maybe. Partial slay, which means that it slayed partially. So yeah. Next, it says goodbye, meaning I will not search for this trope. I did not like this trope. I want nothing to do with this trope, and I'll avoid every single book that has this trope. But anyways, I have maybe here 28, 26 tropes that I have searched. Again, so let's just get started. First, you guys can see workplace romance. I think I have only read one book that has workplace romance, which is The Hating Game. And I have read this book in such a long time that I do not remember anything about the book. But I will not go out of my way to search workplace romance. I haven't read a lot of books that has workplace romance and I don't enjoy it as much, I guess. But workplace romance kind of reminds me of forced proximity. I don't know how to say that word, but I will not go out of my way. But I think I could definitely adapt. So I'll put this in I can adapt. I could adapt to this trope. The next trope is sorry, I cannot see. I'm practically blind. I hate everyone in this world but you. So this trope, it has so much angst, it has so much tension. I will eat it up every time I'll search this trope. Just anything about that brooding, morally gray characters, male characters, I will definitely go out of my way and search for it. So definitely I would read this trope for the rest of my life. I just love those tropes, you know. So next is instant love. So I do not like instant love. I like slow burn, angst, tension, you know, where you can see where the characters are like literally lying to each other that they do not like each other, but you know as a reader, as a viewer, that they love each other and they like each other and they're attracted to each other. So I do not like instant love. I would definitely stay away with this trope. I will not search for it. So I will put this in goodbye. I will not read a book that has instant love. Even if I did read it, I could possibly DNF it or give it a 1 star. Yeah, whatever. Then we have friends with benefits to, what does it say? Friends with benefits to haters. I have actually not read this book. I have not read a book with this trope. I think I could enjoy it. I'm not really sure. I mean, if someone gave me this book, I for sure will definitely enjoy it because I like a book that has angst, that has tension, attractions, slow burn. So definitely I don't know what I will give this. Friends with benefits to haters. Partial slay maybe. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I think it could partially slay. I'm not sure. I need to read more books with this trope so I can tell you guys what it could be, you know, if I enjoy it or not. Then we have friends with benefits to lovers. Friends with benefits to lovers. Now, with friends with benefits to having to go with lovers, there will be some tension. There might be possibly a breakup or arguments or something like that, and I think I would be eating that up. So I can say I'm so in love. Yeah, I could put that in I'm so in love. I could see myself enjoying that type of book because of the tension and angst. I have said that word so many times in this video. Love at first sight. Now, first, love at first sight is literally like instant love. But if the book is done well, if the writing is done well in this trope, like love at first sight, if it is done well, then I will for sure like it. I'll for sure love it. I'm pretty sure I have read books that has the trope love at first sight, and I have enjoyed it as well as not enjoyed it. I can name a few books that I have enjoyed this trope, that has this trope, and I enjoyed it. It would be the Cat and Mouse Duet, which is the Hunting Adeline and Hunting Adeline. Yeah, I really like that romance, that book. It really kind of tells what type of books I read when I say those names. But anyways, I did enjoy that. And I think Love at First Sight, this trope, is also, I think it's available in The Boys of Tommen in, I forgot the books. Binding 13 and Keeping 13. Yeah, those books. That book, I think, has instant love between Shannon and Johnny. I love them. Okay, so I think Love at First Sight, I could adapt to it. If it is done well, I'll enjoy it. If it is not done well and it's not written properly, then I might not like it. But anyways, forced proximity. I don't know how to pronounce that word, so please forgive me. But I can see myself enjoying this trope so much because they will pretend to banter. It means they will banter and they'll pretend to hate each other and so and so and so, and like slowly they fall in love. So forced proximity, I would read for the rest of my life. I would probably search for this trope in every book that I read. Most of the books that I have read has forced proximity, so yeah. Then the marriage of convenience. So when I think of marriage of convenience, I think of mafia romances where you need to marry someone to, if you guys have read the mafia books, you know what I'm talking about. But marriage of convenience, I haven't read a lot of marriage of convenience of books, but the books that I've read with marriage of convenience, I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. Like, I'm fine with it. I don't like it, nor do I hate it. I'm on the neutral, so I can say that I could adapt to it. Okay. So the next trope is slow burn romance, and you guys already know, since I've been talking for the few minutes like about the romance and angst and whatever, is I would read this trope for the rest of my life. I will search for it. So I don't need to explain. I'm just gonna put it. Next is right person, wrong time. Oh my god, just hearing that brings pain to my heart because I read romances and I'm basically rooting for the characters to, be together and stuff like that. I don't want anything bad to happen to them, and just them splitting up because of a situation, or they're forced to split up and it was wrong time and right person, it would tug at my heartstrings. But I love reading pain in books. Like, I love the books that make me cry, but it's too much for my mental health at the same time. So I'll say partially slay. I do enjoy the book. I really do enjoy this trope, but I need to be in a mood that, okay, whatever. Brother's best friend. There's this one series called the Addicted / Calorie Sister series, and Brother's best friend is a trope in one of those books. You guys know what it is. Hot House Flower and Long Way Down. It is Daisy and Reich's book, and I love that couple. And I mean, I really like how that author, how Krista and Becca Ritchie did the writing. Like, the brother is protective and stuff like that. But to be honest, I'll tell you guys, Daisy and Lauren are not best friends, so I don't really know if this trope applies, but when I think of this, that's the first book that I think about. So I like the way, because they're dating in secret and then suddenly they're hiding with their brother that I'm in love with your best friend, with your sister, something like that. So I really did like that romance, that secret. They had to date in secret and, they did stuff in secret. I really did enjoy that one. But once the secret was out, I was literally at the edge of my seat. I wanted to read this chapter so quickly because I wanted to see how Lo would react and how stuff like that. But I think I could also adapt to this. I could also adapt to this trope. It's not that I would search for it. I'm not, if this trope is available at a book that I'm reading, I wouldn't go out of my way. You know what I mean? I don't know. Accidental pregnancy. Okay, so I have again read few books, accidental pregnancy, and this trope is available in the Addicted / Calorie Sisters series once again. But I really did enjoy how the author did it. So I will say partial slay, because I don't know, I feel like accidental pregnancy tropes, they can actually sometimes make the book even better, or it can just destroy. Like, it's just a plot to that book, you know? So I'd say partial slay. I wouldn't avoid it. I mean, if it's in that book, then sure, I would read it. But I have to know, like, if the book is done well with this trope, and if this trope adds some type of great plot twist, then sure. And if it's done well, I would like it. And if not, I wouldn't like it. And I would probably give it ratings below 3. Okay, friends to lovers. I love friends to lovers. I think it is so good. Like, childhood best friends to lovers, like those memories and those stuff and those love. Yes, I would love it so much. So I would read for the rest of my life. Like, it's so cute. Like, fluffy romance, you guys get it? Anyways, we have enemies to lovers. Now, enemies to lovers, I don't really need to explain it a lot. Would read for the rest of my life. For the past 10 minutes or more, I've been literally saying the same words. Angst, tension, attraction. So that's all available at enemies to lovers. Anyways, then we have the one bed romance. Now, if you guys, one bed romance literally leads to something else, and then that something else leads to love. So I would say I wouldn't read it for the rest of my life. I mean, I wouldn't mind, but I would say I'm in love. I'm in love with that trope. Then we have the fake dating romance. Now, fake dating romance also kind of reminds me of brother's best friend for some reason. I don't know. They don't correlate. But I do really love fake dating romance, because when they pretend they're dating in front of the public and they do stuff, they eventually slowly fall in love. And then it just turns into this epic love story. So I would say fake dating romance would read for the rest of my life. I enjoy this trope. My laptop just glitched for a second. Oh my god. Okay, then the next trope we have is fluffy romance. As much as I love reading dark romances, I also like reading fluffy romances. But if I was given an option, fluffy romance or dark romance, definitely 100% dark romance, because it just has a lot of character to it, you know? But sometimes I do prefer fluffy romance. So I'll say I'm in love. Oh, it just went in I could adapt. I'm in love with that. Okay, then we have mafia romance. Now, mafia romance, there are some mafia romances that I enjoy and some that brutally scarred me, because in mafia romances there are a lot of dark topics that could scar me, and I have read few books that has scarred me. So if those topics are not in some romance books, then I will definitely enjoy it because of some of the tropes. So I would say mafia romance, I could adopt to it. If there is no dark topics, then for sure I can enjoy that trope. Otherwise, I will be scarred for my life. Then we have dark romance. Again, without no words, would read for the rest of my life. If you guys go to my Goodreads, most of the books that I've read are dark romance. I'm sorry guys, there was a little bit of malfunction. So anyways, I'm back. I forgot what I was saying. But anyways, I think we just ranked dark romance. I'm not really sure, I forgot. Mafia romance, I forgot what was the last clip that I was talking about. Anyways, then One of Us is famous trope. Now, I haven't read any books that has One of Us as famous, but I'm going to read it very soon, don't worry. But I will say, I can see myself falling in love with it, so I would say I could adapt. I don't know, maybe once I read a really good One of Us is famous trope romance book, it could change into I'm so in love, would read for the rest of my life, or partially slay. I'm not sure. I don't think it can go in goodbye. Anyways, we have now 6 tropes left, so let's do it quickly. We have stalker romance. I can like stalker romance if it is done well. I have already mentioned earlier Haunting Adeline and what is it? Hunting and Haunting Adeline. I really like that book, but I'll be very completely honest with you guys. When I first read it, I was scarred for my life, but then after I finished the book, I just kept thinking about Zaid, which is not good. But anyways, I could adapt to it. If it is done well, I will definitely like it. But if you guys want to read Hunting and Haunting Adeline, please, you guys, do read the trigger warnings, because I went reading that book without any trigger warnings and I was so scarred. There were so many scenes that I literally had to stop reading because I was scared. I was paranoid, but nonetheless, I enjoyed the book. Okay, I cannot see. I'm practically blind. What is this? Oh, reverse Grumpy Sunshine. Reverse Grumpy Sunshine. Yeah, the reverse Grumpy Sunshine trope. It is where the trope, I think pretty much the girl is grumpy and the guy is sunshine. I could see myself loving that trope. So I'll put that in. I am so in love. Anything about that soft boy, sunshine boy, golden retriever type of boy and the brooding girl, I could see myself enjoying it. Anyways, the next trope is grumpy slash sunshine romance, and I only wrote grumpy romance. I meant to say grumpy x sunshine romance. I forgot the sunshine, but I do love this book. I would read it for the rest of my life. My computer lagged again. Anyways, I would see myself enjoying this book because I have read a lot of romances with the grumpy slash sunshine trope and I did enjoy it. But so yeah. Anyways, the next trope is good girl, bad boy. Without any words. Oh, would read for the rest of my life. You guys can see what type of books I enjoy by how I am ranking all these tropes. Then we have small town romance. Small town romance, I have read few romance books, like small town romance books, and I wasn't crazy about it like I am for these other tropes. So I could say partial slay. I know some people really enjoy small town romances, but it doesn't really matter to me because maybe I haven't just read the good small town romance books, but partial slay. Anyways, the last trope is age gap romance. Now, age gap romance, if the age gap is like understandable and appropriate, like 5 years difference, not the major age gap romance that I will be so uncomfortable reading. If it is not that, and if it is an appropriate age gap and it is done well and there is a lot of angst and tension and forbiddenness, then yes, I can see myself enjoying that book. But if it has inappropriate age gap and it is not done well, I will not see myself liking that. But I will go again with I could adapt. But if it was done well and appropriate age, it would go in I'm So in Love. But anyways, I have tier ranked all of these tropes, romance book tropes, and I know there's a lot of romance book tropes that I'm missing out on. I might do a part 2 very soon, but for now this is my ranking for all the romance book tropes. In the future it might change, I'm not sure, but I am happy the way this tier ranking turned out to be. So yeah, this is the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will do a lot of bookish content. I will be active on Bookgram, Book Talk. I'm trying to be more active on BookTube because I'm free. I don't have school anymore. So yeah, that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and give this video a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!